Today's season finale, we will find out whether we will finish top half and maximise our potential prize funds from this third season. And money will be important when tackling the beginning of season 4 to push towards the European spots. That is our future aim. Today's finale is on Wednesday, but the next episode, the beginning of season 4, won't be until Sunday. I'm away from home for a few days for a family birthday. So rather than record episode 1 and have it go live Thursday and then for you to have to wait until Monday for episode 2, decided to have the break between seasons rather than start the new one and then have a break. So episode 1 of season 4 will be out on Sunday afternoon. As things stand, there's been a new update for FIFA as well, and the realism mod isn't working. So I'm also waiting for FIFA to update that so that we can take what we've got left transfer budget wise into the next season, because that's crucial for us. With the realism mod on PC, you take every single penny that you don't spend one season into the next. So I need to wait for the realism mod to be updated before I start season 4 to make sure we can fully utilise that £14.5 million sat there. So even at this stage, I can't record episode 1 of season 4, even if I wanted to and had the time to. So this will be the season finale today, and then, like I say, season 4 hopefully will start on Sunday. So do bear with me in the meantime. I'll be streaming today, Wednesday, probably tomorrow, Thursday as well. So do follow the links in the description to the stream. But today's season finale, we start with Wolves at home. We follow that up with City away, and then we've 2 sides in the bottom 4. To be fair, actually, it's 3 sides in the bottom 5. Wolves aren't having the best of seasons either. Wolves are 17th, Bournemouth are 16th, and Norwich are 20th. So 3 of the bottom 5 will be played today. The relegation fight is still on with a number of sides, as you can see there from the points tallies. At the top of the table, the fight for the title is still on between a couple of sides, although City do have themselves a 5-point gap. So it looks like they're going to win the league, but anything can change in the final day, or in the final run-in. And of course, our scenario is very tight as well. We're pushing for 10th. We are 2 points off it, but there's 3 sides fighting for it. Southampton are only 3 points behind us. Villa are only a further 4 points ahead of Burnley and Watford. So this is going to be a real intense final end to the season. And to add to that, the Golden Boot competition is very tight as well. Salah 29, Kane and Mane on 28, Timo Werner at City on 26, and Ross Barkley scored 25 goals this season. That's still wide open too. There's so much to play for in just the 4 remaining games. I'm hoping that we can do what we need to finish in the top half. Drop this video a like if you enjoy it, if you've enjoyed this third season, if you're looking forward to season 4. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell ticked to ensure that you don't miss out on season 4 when it starts. And hopefully, we'll have a lot of money to spend at the beginning of that new season, because we've finished in at least 10th in the Premier League. Let's start about doing that now. The 11 for Wolves then. Rui Patricio in goal. 5 at the back. Doherty, Merle, Francis, Sanderson and Johnny. Enabakare and Dendonka with Egerstein, Jimenez and Tabata on the left-hand side. Helder Costa, our former player, is on the bench. Let's hope he doesn't come back to haunt us. Diving in then, game 1 of 4. Let's end the season strong. Here's Raul Jimenez. And the Bakare, I'm worried about him going back to Jimenez here. Ben White trying to keep up. And Kulu trying to track the run. And the Bakare is going all the way himself here. Oh, and it's rebounded for him. I tried to wait until I could time the tackle at the right time, which we did. And it still fell for him. I was like, wait, get it there. And he, oh my God. You lucky son of a bitch. Threw Engels' legs into the back of the net. Only his 2nd goal of the season, Bright Enabakare. And he certainly won't ever score one that's luckier than that. Not the start we were after, but certainly a start that should, hopefully, spark us into life. Egerstein. Jimenez rushing around the outside. I'm worried about him pulling this back here. He's a number of people to aim for. Podro gets that away. You are kidding me. 2-0 Wolves. Ball stood up, flicked away by Porro, but it falls straight to a Wolves man. How fortunate could they be here in the opening 20 minutes or so? Porro stood inside the goal after his average as hell clearance. 16 minutes played. It's Wolves 2, Leeds 0. I barely had a chance to blink, let alone actually play any football. And we're 2-0 down already. This isn't part of the script. That pass wasn't part of the script either. Christ knows what Rajan Angolan's doing there. Is it falling apart in front of our eyes? I certainly hope not. Thankfully, there's still the majority of this game to go, plus 3 others. But here come Wolves again. Raul Jimenez into the middle. Engel could clear that. Oh, I thought Malacia was going to head down to his own goal. What's happening? Tabata to take the corner. In it comes. Away it goes by Nangolan. That's how you clear the ball, Mr. Porro. You don't just head it down to the awaiting opponent striker. Another good delivery. Engel punches clear. Bowen should get to that. Has done. Don't forget about the ball, mate. And on the counter we come. There's Augustin. And back to Nangolan. And forward to Jamie Shackleton. This is coming together nicely. Adama's the obvious ball. I think he was just onside there. In behind. Adama Traore into the middle. Bowen leaves it. Augustin misses the target. I am done. You are woeful. And what the hell is Jared Bowen doing? Just letting it roll across his toes. Simple tap in for him. Augustin misses an open goal. What is my life? Shackleton into Rajan Angolan. Augustin is there. I don't know what he and Bowen were playing at a moment ago. Forward to Shackleton and Adama. Augustin is there. I do have Bowen with me here. I tried to just drop the shoulder and jink onto his left, but the defender read it. Malacia is slow to pick up the flight of the ball there, and it could be in behind. Good tackle by Nkulu. Shackleton just holds on to possession, turning away from the man that was with him. Nangolan has Tyler Roberts there. Inside is Augustin, and running through there is Jared Bowen. And again, the ball just won't fall for me. Wolves are getting very, very, very fortunate right now at the end of this first half. Well, throughout this first half, both of their goals were super lucky. And how I haven't scored at the other end with Augustin or Jared Bowen in that move with the open goal, I could not tell you. Getting flustered here. Look at the way I'm drawing Nicola Nkulu all the way out of position. It's just, I need to calm down because I'm playing really, really tilted right now, and it's going to affect our ability to get back into the game. Don't you dare. Engel leaps away to bowl that free. I didn't throw that to you, but all right. Can we get them on the counter? I've got Adama ahead of me. I've asked him to make the run. He's on that run, and we'll play him in, and he's kicked it straight at Johnny. Great. If they can score 2 goals in a half, I can score 2 goals in a half. The second half, we have to turn this around. And Bakare out wide to Eggestein. The runner down the line is Doherty, pushing forward from right wing back. Decent delivery, away by Ben White. Bowen tries to just turn that around the corner towards Adama. Didn't quite manage it properly. Here comes Johnny now. They're coming down the opposite flank. I was waiting for him to turn back onto his left. Bakare with a heavy touch. He stepped away from Nangolan though. And Ennis deflected off Ben White. Corner Wolves. We're almost 20 minutes into this second half now. We haven't yet had any chances at the other end. I'm almost resigning myself to defeat in this game at an early stage. Well held by Engel. I'm going to make a couple of changes, but I'm lost as to what changes to make. Tyler Roberts has been really poor recently, and I'm really starting to question whether his role in the starting lineup is justified for next season, or whether we look to really take a step up in quality in our wide areas. Ryan Kent, I'm pretty sure I'm going to sell. Adama, I'm not sure yet. Augustin is on a great run here. Francis is still with me, and that should be a penalty, and is given as such. Is this the lifeline that we need to get ourselves back in this game? The chance from the spot as the changes are about to be made. Francis gives away the penalty. Augustin will step up and bury it. Game on. 2-1. Come on. Corner for Wolves, but as you can see, top left, there's no time left. So even if I am able to steal this away from Johnny. Oh! What a header. What a save. Ito and Engel providing quite a finish to this game. Dendonk will deliver the whip in. And on the volley. That came off Shackleton. Another corner for Wolves. We are going to lose this first game of the day. But we can't be disheartened. Flicked over the bar and there's the final whistle. Their 2 goals were so lucky. Just running through a tackle to start. And that second one, I tried to clear it and he's just nodded it 2 yards next to him to a man that's waiting to turn it home. I didn't create much, to be fair. But how Augustin missed that open goal. Let's just move on, shall we? Nothing's lost. Provided other results went our way. Tyler Roberts has been poor, and I agree. And I'm going to start Ryan Kent next time out. The pressure was high, and we didn't cope with it in that game. I'm hoping that we haven't lost the opportunity. The gap is still 2 points, but the other 2 sides above us are yet to play. Hopefully they play each other, although I doubt it. We'll have a quick train. Annoyingly, we've Manchester City next. So things don't necessarily get any easier for us. Jamie Shackleton is getting closer and closer to being 79 rated. Calvin Phillips is getting closer and closer to being 81 rated. Callum Wilson is saying thank you for playing. I mean, you haven't, but fine. Manchester City up next. They still haven't played that game. I'm not sure how things are going to go. I'll say sorry, I forgot. I'm not giving you any money, Adam. It's not happening. Right. Well, this is going to be tough, isn't it? Manchester City away from home. Wish me luck, I think, is all I can say. Tyler Roberts has just not played well. Ryan Kent is going to start this one. And I'm going to give Fredericks the start as well. Porro out of the team from his mistake. Let's see if we can do something here. Edison in goal for Manchester City. Cancelo, Stones, Laporte and Angelino. Rodri, Decore and Eggestein. Silva, Werner, Sterling. They're at full strength. We're in trouble. Traore. Shackleton out of his feet well. Austin Angolan. And here's Malacia driving forward. Inside there to Jared Bowen. Around the corner to Augustin. Trying to get away from John Stones but can't. I'm hoping that City will put pressure on us, as in commit bodies forward, trying to win the game. And we might be able to pick them off. They are top of the table and looking for the title. If we get to that first, we can. Ryan Kent could be in behind. Oh, where's my luck? I'm not getting it. Against Wolves, that would have fallen for Ryan Kent. Or if it were a Wolves man, it would have fallen for the Wolves man. I'm trying to say. Jared Bowen out of his feet. Tries to finesse it. It has fallen for Augustin. Strong save by Edison. I'm hoping that we can turn our fortunes around in this episode. And if we can continue to create chances like that, we should be able to do that. Timo Werner is going to destroy me, though, I have a feeling. Challenging for the golden boot. Yeah. Well done there, Sterling. Oh, dear me. They have committed a lot of bodies forward, as you can tell, but because they've done that, actually a number of my players have actually tracked back. Played against one Eggestein in the last game, playing against the other in this. Maximilian on this occasion. Right, Sterling's running low on stamina, actually. And Fredericks could get in behind here. Decore's not the fastest, and still we come forward. Return. We're going to look for support, which is here. Shackleton into Jared Bowen to Ryan Kent to Augustin, who can't turn and shoot quickly enough. Good chance, not able to come to fruition. 1-2 with Shackleton and Nangolan. Augustin can't get that around the corner either. Oh, we're getting closer, but it hasn't yet come to pass for us yet to get this first goal. City with the throw. Bernardo Silva back to Rodri, to Bernardo again. Werner. Bernardo. Oh, it's a deep cross. We should win this header. Fredericks does well to get it behind for the corner. City will take that short. Bernardo Silva to Raheem Sterling. God, how are you supposed to deal with footwork that's that quick? Just keeping it away from me there. Rodri will turn. In nicely to Werner. Do not let him turn. And yes, Jamie. Oh no, it's pop free. Good deflection off the bar. It's going to fall. Werner scores. I don't think I've been as unlucky in any game or episode ever as we are being in today's. It just... I am genuinely speechless at how this Premier League season finale is going so far. I cannot put it into words. All over the top. Win that, Fredericks. Well up, mate. Adama heads that round the corner to Shackleton. He's got Timo Werner for company, who puts in a spectacular slide tackle. I didn't even know Timo Werner had the capability of doing. Oh, I've stepped there with Fredericks and that lets Sterling get in behind. Trying not to make the same mistake with Ben White, but this is good football from City. And Sterling could deliver. And he's doing well. Oh my God, he's doing really well. Raheem Sterling tearing me apart. Malacia could win this. Engel does. And Malacia will clear. But time is up for us in this first half. I try to switch that to Adama. But the referee's going to blow for half time. We're 1-0 down at the break. And you guessed it, we've been super unlucky to have conceded that goal. I'm lost for words at how this episode is going so far. Sterling. Werner's hit that straight against Ben White. Oh, God. Out of nowhere came Rodri there, just flying at me. Bowen. Come on. This is good football. This is really good. Augustin. He's in behind. Come on, Jean-Kevin. Oh, tried to dink the keeper. He's going to fall. Oh, Kevin! What are you doing? My God. The ball. Oh, you... I've been so unlucky today. I swear, I'm going to lose it. 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 I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm trying hard not to implode right now. How on earth have we not scored in this game? Come on, Jean-Kevin. Actually do it for me this time, please. A drag back, a lay inside to a teammate, and Adama can't score either. Adama, Shackleton, no, off the bar, come on, go in the goal. What has a man got to do? I'd give up. Lads, what even is this? I can't believe it. Nice tackle on Leroy Sané. Good strength shown against Leroy Sané. And that's really well worked away. Nangolan, though, loses out to Doucouré. Bernardo Silva. Good block by Nkulu. Bernardo Silva again. It's Doucouré again. He's going to get into the box. Oof. Icardi off the bench. Draws the save out of the keeper. Corner to come. Just over 20 minutes to go. Sané delivers. It's okay. It's away by Roberts behind for a corner on the other side of the field now. What are they going to do? Bernardo Silva to take this one. An outswinger. Keeper's going to come, and he's going to tip it away. Oh, Nkulu deflects that over the bar. Oh, they're going to go short. They're going to go short. Bernardo Silva to Leroy Sané. I expect him to shift it onto his left, so I'm trying to show him just onto his right. Doucouré surely won't score from there. Little back heel. He's kicked that against Laporte. I'm done. I can't believe the way this episode's going. He's kicked that against his own teammate and it's fallen straight back to Manchester City. I just have nothing left in this episode. We've got Bournemouth and Norwich to come and I'm going to need 6 points from those two games and somehow a turnaround in luck. I just can't even fathom how this episode has gone the way it has. Jack Clark's in the box. Jack Clark scores. We pulled it back against Watford, against Wolves, and made it 2-1, but it was too little, too late. Is this the same? Clark to Tyler Roberts. Jack Clark on the run. Come on, Jack. John Stones surely hasn't got the stamina to stay with you now. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Oh, Edison's going to palm it away. Doucouré. Oh, and away by Joao Cancelo. I'm trying to change player to Ben White. It won't let me. Ben White was right underneath that and it wouldn't let me change play if they score now. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm not having it. It physically would not let me change player to Ben White, who the ball was dropping to. And Nkulu loses out on possession. And then City score. I know I've said I'm done a couple of times in this episode already, but I am officially finished. Put a fork in me. I'm so done. I'm going to be super burnt by the time this episode is over. This game is killing me off right now. 3-1 City. I don't deserve either of these defeats. Our season is ending in bizarre fashion. Come on, Jean-Kevin. Augustin, penalty surely. It's too little, too late. Again. It's going to be 3-2 if we tuck this away. How lucky have my opposition been in both of these first two games? I can't even begin. We're going to lose 2-1. We're going to lose 3-2. And 5, at least 4 of the luckiest goals you will likely to see in any FIFA episode ever. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even begin. I just can't. 2 defeats from 2 games when we should have gotten at least a point in both. You guys can see it as much as me. I just don't know what to say. We deserved more from that game. This isn't permanent. I hope, with regards to luck. And I'm not sure where things... Well, I am sure where things went wrong. I haven't had a run of bad luck like this. We went 13 games without a win at the end of last season, and I didn't have a run of luck that was this bad. We're still somehow 12th. We're still within 3 points of 10th. I don't even know. I can't even comprehend. I give up almost. Bournemouth and Norwich yet to come. Will we be able to finish in 10th? Pre-match press conference against Norwich. How have we prepared? Performance must be better. It's like any other match. We're ready, is all I can say. Last time you scored 2 goals against Norwich and made it look easy. The lads have what it takes to do it again. I'm certainly hoping so. Leeds were on a bad run of form recently. Have you noticed anything, particular trends that might have led to this? Terrible, terrible, terrible luck. Terrible, terrible, terrible luck. And I am going to harp on about it because it's absolutely staggering the way that things have been going against us today. Norwich away. I'm going to give Jack Clark a start ahead of Adama Traore here. We're going to play in the white. You can start, Jack, because you came off the bench and scored a goal there. I'm going to give Tyler Roberts a start in the middle, and Kent can come up and start out wide. And Wilson can start through the middle, because my God, Kevin Augustin can't hit a barn fucking door right now. Game on! Norwich are already relegated. Krul in goal, Barham, Closer, Sue and Muru. Leitner and Tribal sat holding. Cools, Steveman and Suazo behind John Cordoba. They are relegated, Norwich City, already with 2 games to go. I believe they could make it off the bottom of the table, but they're about 3 or 4 points adrift. So they're going to need to beat me and then win on the last day as well to stand any chance of not finishing 20th and last in the Premier League this season. Jack Clark doing well to start things off. Callum Wilson will play him in again. Things are going to have to turn for me in this game. And so far I've had a couple of lucky rebounds already. And Tyler Roberts is in. Oh my God. But Jesus Christ, can he not shoot today? Or this season. Tyler Roberts has been really poor at the final end of this year. Not had... Oh, it's just... I can't. I'm just going to stop. This season finale really has left me well and truly speechless. Suazo. Muru again. Suazo again. Muru again. Suazo again. Miguez? No. John Cordoba. Muru again. Cross to come in. Oh, it's dangerously whipped, but the keeper's done well to palm that away. Right, counter-attack. Tyler Roberts on the run. Callum Wilson through that gap. And in behind. Callum Wilson, pleased to make it 1-0 Leeds. Into the bottom corner. Let's go! Porro forward. Finds Jack Clark. Shackleton will find Wilson, who will find Shackleton again, who has Tyler... No! It's meant for Tyler Roberts. Oh my God. Ryan Kent into the middle. Surely. No! Oh my... Jesus, stop it, game. What are you doing to me? Nangolan tripped, nothing given. It's just non-stop. It's just non-stop. I hope you guys are enjoying this episode because, my God, I don't even know what my heart rate's doing. I tried to play that to Tyler Roberts. The first time, it went all the way across the goal. Second time, I do get it to Tyler Roberts, and he hits the bar. Oh, that was a terrible pass. Stiepermann, Tribal, Stiepermann, Cordoba, turns, shoots. Oh, now they've hit the post. This whole episode, it's just non-stop the whole time. And now Ryan Kent's in behind again. Can we still yet make it 2? Maybe. Ryan Kent! No, not to be. Leitner into calls. Cordoba. Oh, I thought I'd read that pass and was going to get there. Good tackle by Engels. I called him out there. Or good interception by Engel. I called him out there just to make sure that we could get to that. That's a nice little 1-2. Callum Wilson is there. Jamie Shackleton's making a move. I'm going to switch it out wide here to Jack Clark. Dart back inside. Oh, it's a good tackle by Muru. We're going to end the half. At least I hope. We're going to end the half. 1 goal to the good here. It could have been more. It could have been less. Certainly, perhaps should have been more. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it still could be less. Oh, corner for Norwich at the end of the half. It will not stop the action in this game, in this episode. Stiepermann delivers and Kulu away. It will maybe be 1-0 at half-time. It still could not be. It still could not be. It still could not be. Corner to Norwich in the 49th minute of the first 45. Corner delivered. Flicked on. Catch it. He's punched it. Can we get to that? Tyler, please. Ref, do me a goddamn favour. 1-0 at half-time. Malacia. Into Nangolan. Across to Shackleton. Into Clark. Here's Wilson. Forward to Tyler Roberts. Now would be a great time to score a goal, please, Tyler. Was the other T of Tim Krul making the save. Nangolan with the delivery here. And Cordoba clears it only as far as Nangolan again. Pull it back to Shackleton. I'm just going to have to go back to Nangolan again. There's Ben White of all people on the edge of the box. Oh, Tyler turns. Tyler! Oh, tackled by Tim. Closer. Ah! Get in the back of the net, will you? Bloody hell. Tyler Roberts. Good football. Jamie Shackleton. Callum Wilson's there. Out of his feet. Callum! No! Wide. Tim and Tim in the way for Tyler. And Wilson wide. Calls. Intercepted by Kent. Counter-attack is on here. A number of players on freshly to try and finish this game off. Adama will look for Callum Wilson. And across. Jared Bowen. Yes! 2-0. That'll be game done then. Into Shackleton. Across there to Jared Bowen. Callum Wilson. Jamie Shackleton takes that in his stride really well. Jamie Shackleton's in the box. Oh, it's to be 3. We're finishing in style against Norwich. Already relegated, and I think in this game now confirmed as finishing bottom of the Premier League, unfortunately for Norwich City. Shackleton finishes them off. Now, Burnley were losing earlier in the afternoon. I know that much because I saw Southampton go 1-0 up and they mentioned it top right. That's a big win for us. Huge win for us. What will that do for our top 10 push? We certainly deserved the victory there. Burnley did lose 2-1. Aston Villa did lose to Arsenal. Watford yet to play. That's been a good game weekend for us. Team comes first. Jared Bowen sitting this one out. You won again against Norwich. The lads did it. Not me. They earned that one. And how do I feel about sealing their fate? We play to win regardless of what the situation is. They were already relegated. But now I believe they are confirmed as finishing bottom. Oh, they're not. If Brighton can survive, but they need to win both their games, and if they lose both their games, Norwich could yet finish 19th. As we head to the final day, though, we are in 10th. It could yet fall into place for us. Ben White is happy. Good. We will advance as far as the final day. Just have a quick look at the table, because there are some games in hand to be played there. There were 3 of us on 41 points. Was it Burnley? Burnley with a game in hand. Now, last time they had a game in hand, they lost it. This time they got a game in hand and they've won it. Why would you have to go and do that? Oh, you've signed for someone else. Go away. Focus on your football. He's literally signed for someone else. So, as we head into the final day then, we are 11th, which is 2 places higher than we finished last season, where we came 13th. We could possibly still finish 13th, because Watford are only a point behind us. Burnley have West Ham, who are 14th. No, that's Aston Villa. Where are Burnley? Burnley have Newcastle, who are 18th and trying to stay up. And yes, Brighton have won their game in hand, so Norwich are finishing bottom. So Burnley have Newcastle away, not an easy game. But all they need is a point, and they're guaranteed 10th. We obviously have Bournemouth, who are down the bottom and fighting for their place in the league, so that's not an easy game. Southampton have Liverpool at home. You would expect Liverpool to win that. And Watford have Manchester City away. You would expect City to win that. City have won the league. Liverpool are guaranteed to finish second, so maybe neither side are actually going to be fighting that hard. We shall wait and see what happens, but as ever, as it always seems to be recently in any save I do, it's going to be a nerve-wracking final day. I was left speechless by the first 2 games. Hopefully we'll have a lot to rant and rave about by the end of this one. Callum Wilson earns a start for this game. Jack Clark will continue on. We'll leave it as that for now. Leeds at home against Bournemouth. They need to win to stay in the division. We need to win to potentially finish 10th. Let's go. Bournemouth's 11 trying to keep them in the division. Smith, Twanzebe, Garcia and Rico ahead of Ramsdale. Sanchez, Fofana, Nandez and McNeil with Spinelli and Solanke up top. This is it. Again, a lot to play for on the final day. Always seems to be the way with Leeds United. It's never quite as simple as it needs to be. Nandez. We'll to Spinelli. Wary of the run of Solanke. Spinelli to Nandez. Back to Spinelli again. Oh, a lovely ball over to Diego Rico of all people. The left back playing at right wing. Oh, and Spinelli misses the target. When you're trying to stay up, you can't waste chances like that. Here's Renato Sanchez. Turns well. Renato. Oh, West Ham. A goal in the West Ham game. Aston Villa have scored against West Ham. So West Ham... Actually, oh, you are kidding me. It's non-stop. We thought we got a bit of respite. Thought we got a bit of respite against Norwich. Straight back to the stupidly unluckiness. Couldn't get it under control there, Nkulu, to try and get his clearance away. It was absolutely ridiculous attempt at control. Stumble, clear it right against the Bournemouth man, and we're 1-0 down. Not what I need when I'm trying to finish in the top half. I need the money. Desperately need the money if we're to be properly challenging next year. Tyler Roberts! Blocked and out for a corner. Nearly an instant response. We shall still try and get that response. Bowen with a corner. Out we go! It was nearly Nkulu underneath that. Ben White. Jack Clark. No, it's going to squeeze over the line. That was going in. But Nathan Ake clears. Wilson brings that down. Go on, Tyler. Tyler Roberts to Callum Wilson against his former team. It's on target, but it's tame. Oh, dear. Another goal. Oh, it's West Ham, Aston Villa again. That actually doesn't mean anything for us thinking about it, does it? Because West Ham were too far behind on 35 points and Aston Villa were too far ahead of us for anything to be caught there. So actually, I was getting distracted by that goal, or by that game when they scored their goal, and got distracted by it again there. But actually, that game doesn't mean anything for our play. And Nkulu's done really well there. Same, he could have done just as well last time. Tyler Roberts looking for Callum Wilson. He's played through again. Callum Wilson. Oh, what a save! For crying out loud. Ramsdale, that was unreal. Tyler Roberts to the edge of the box. Nangolan looking for a teammate, can't find him. Oh, what a stop by the keeper. Will that save keep Bournemouth in the league? At half-time, Burnley drawing, Southampton losing, Watford losing. So 11th is the highest we'll finish if we can get this result turned around. But I want to win. If we can get ourselves in front and then hopefully Newcastle can pull something out of the bag against Burnley, we can still finish in the top 10. Still, the fight goes on. For the final 45 minutes of the season, there's still all to play for. Lassia, inside to Bowen. Nangolan. Good footwork. Bowen, looking for Callum Wilson. Looking to run around the outside of Garcia. That's not going to work, so we'll go back here to Jared Bowen, who's in the box. Bowen scores! Leeds 1, Bournemouth 1. Game on again! Here's Lewis Cook, the former Leeds man. Solanke off the post. Solanke again, blocked by Nkulu. Renato Sanchez, that's going to fall 3. Oh, don't foul him. Core, nearly a penalty to Bournemouth. Here's Lewis Cook into Nandez. Still they come forward, Bournemouth. Still they want to stay in the league. Still they fight. Nandez blocked by Ben White. Oh, it's going to fall back to Nandez, and if he'd have volleyed that or brought it down and tried to shoot with his feet, certain he probably would have scored. Porro inside to Bowen. Forward to Jamie Shackleton. I'll look for Jack Clark. Oh, Bournemouth are safe from relegation, apparently, according to Martin Tyler in commentary. Nangolan. Lay that in front of Bowen. Run, Jamie. Jamie Shackleton. Scores! Oh, we're doing what we need to do. We're doing what we need to do. I just need Newcastle to beat Burnley. I just need Newcastle to beat Burnley. I just need Newcastle to beat Burnley. Please, lads. Please, Newcastle. Do me a big old solid. Win that bloody game of football. I'm going to bring Adama on. And that'll do it for now. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, God. I can't cope. I haven't heard anything in commentary about the Burnley-Newcastle game. Nothing's come up top right about it that I can recall. So I believe, as we stand, we're finishing 11th and a point behind Burnley as they draw against Newcastle. But still waiting for confirmation of what that result is. Oh, it's a goal in the Everton game, apparently, but we don't worry about that. Man United have scored another goal. Adama Traore on the counter-attack, and, well, as ever, catch me! You won't. And pull it back. Bowen, oh, he's a bit too close for comfort there, the defender, but Bowen saved well by Ramsdale. That could have put the game beyond any reasonable doubt, but we haven't been able to do it. Calvin Phillips has done well to win that header, though, and chests it down nicely, too. We'll lay that in front of Bowen. It's sat up nicely. Oh, the luck. Oh, nearly fell my way. Nkulu apparently is carrying a knock. I didn't know he was hurt. Come on. Tell me about a Newcastle goal in the Burnley game, please. Oh, it's just not happening for me. Is it? I hope it does. I really hope and pray that Newcastle score a last-minute goal at St James's Park to send the Magpies into raptures and to send us into the top half. Oh, jeeps. It's so tense right now. Here's Lewis Cook. There's literally tens of millions of pounds on the line. Is that important? Finish. We got £22 million somehow. I don't know why it was so low. For finishing 13th last year. I think you're offside there, aren't you, Adama? Oh, man. Right. Spinelli going off them. They're making a change. Still no talk of the Newcastle-Burnley game. Need to make sure we keep this victory. And we will by clearing that there. Adama will get that through that gap to Callum Wilson. And forward we go. I think Bournemouth have stayed up. Judging by the way the fans have gone mad, I think Bournemouth have stayed up. But it seems to be our fans that are going mental. I don't know why. Because we didn't have anything substantial to play for other than money. We certainly dominated the game. Ah, damn you, Burnley! Damn you, damn you, damn you! They went and beat Newcastle, not lost to them. There was a goal in the game. It went the wrong way. We will finish. It won't be easy, but we'll deal with it. I didn't actually see how long it was up for. I saw the number 5, but I didn't see whether it was weeks or months. Time to focus on our next match. We don't have one because it's time to head to the new season. We were more prepared than Bournemouth there. Although we did do it the hard way. 11th is where we finished. Burnley actually managed to get themselves up into 9th. So congratulations to them for doing that. Big win for them on the final day, which relegated Newcastle. Sorry, lads. But Newcastle are relegated along with Brighton and Norwich. Bournemouth stay up despite losing to me on the final day. We finish 11th, which is 2 places higher than last year. City hit 100 points. Liverpool on 93. Chelsea and Spurs round out the top 4 with Everton in 5th, Arsenal 6th and United 7th. Prize money is £25 million. Why is prize money so low in the bottom half of the Premier League? You get 150-ish for winning the league. Oh, it's 5 days for Nkulu. Well, that's fine. £25 million. I genuinely thought finishing that much... What was the last training module? Tackling one. Generally thought finishing that high up the league, or that much higher up the league, we'd win significantly more money. We got, what, 22 or 23 last year? We finished 2 places higher and get 2 million more. Oh. All of that stress for 2 million quid. Fine. Not a problem. We will now go and have a season roundup. Let's head to the end of the calendar. I, again, won't be progressing into the next season until the update is out for the realism mod, so we can carry across our prize funds and remaining transfer budget into next season in its entirety, rather than losing the majority of it. So hopefully next year we will have a sizable budget. I'm looking for 60 to 70 million with the potential to raise more by selling players, which we will be doing. But right now, let's head to the end of the season and let's round out this year. Right, end of the season has arrived. We'll have a quick look at the competitions we were involved in, the competitions around Europe, and then, of course, see how our squad grew and have a think about the new season. Of course, again, to reiterate, the new season will start on Sunday. Relegated, or you've seen this league table. We showed you this league table not too long ago. So let's have a look at the other competitions. In the FA Cup, City won that competition. Carabao Cup was won by Manchester United. The Super Cup was won by Napoli on penalties against Liverpool. The Champions League, penalties. Manchester City versus Barcelona went to penalties, and City finally have won the Champions League. Congratulations. The Europa League was won by Lazio. So City actually did the treble then, didn't they? Was it the FA Cup they won? So City have done the treble. Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League. Wow, what a season. And the World Cup is ongoing. France currently top their group with Switzerland. The Netherlands top their group with Sweden. England top their group with Slovenia, Colombia and Australia. Argentina, Austria, Finland, New Zealand. Spain, Turkey, Ivory Coast, Bulgaria. Germany, Greece, Mexico, Egypt. Italy, Russia, Cameroon, China. And Denmark, Brazil, South Africa, Norway. We'll have a look back at that at the beginning of Season 4 if I remember. Most of, probably. The Golden Boot in the Premier League had 3 players play all 38 games and score 30 goals. Kane, Mane and Salah. I don't know what happens in that situation. You guys will have to tell me what happens when 3 players, or even if it's just 2, when multiple players have the same amount of goals. Who wins the Golden Boot? Is it done like goals per minute? If they all play 38 games, then I guess substitutions would have to come into play and how many minutes they played. I genuinely don't know. Mane also got 20 assists. Sterling got 17. Actually, were there any... Augustin had 13 goals. That's the highest goal scorer for me. Augustin had 13. Assist-wise, Wilson with 6. God, that's not much. Adama Traore also with 6. Clean sheet-wise, it's Edison that gets the Golden Glove. 29 of 38 games were kept with a clean sheet. Engel got 5 in 16. Gazaniga got 4 in 22. I think that justifies the decision to call Engel up, doesn't it? You guys made that call, and I'm glad you did. Engel has proven himself to be a good first-team goalkeeper, meaning we can sell Gazaniga next year. Other big leagues around Europe, we'll have a quick look at those, and the other leagues in England, actually. The Championship, Forest to back up, Sheffield United are back up. Stoke, West Brom, Bristol City and Brentford will fight it out in the playoffs. Relegated are Luton, Millwall and Wigan. League 1, Sunderland win the league. Portsmouth second. Ipswich, Peterborough, MK Dons and Walsall will fight it out in the playoffs. Relegated from League 1 down to League 2 are Rochdale, Macclesfield, Grimsby and Morecambe. In League 2, Rotherham, Southend, Bradford all automatically promoted, and then one of Lincoln, Doncaster, Plymouth and Forest Green will get a playoff place, and Cambridge finished 17th. RIP. Carlisle and Cheltenham would have been relegated were there, of course, any lower league, non-league leagues on the game. PSG do the unbeaten season, 108 points for them. In the Bundesliga, Bayern lose 1, 97 points for them. Congratulations for winning that league again. Juventus lose 1 and win Serie A. And in España, two sides do the unbeaten season. Of course they do. Real Madrid and Barcelona both go unbeaten all year. Atleti only lost 1. Hopefully FIFA 21 will have more realistic league tables is all we can say. So again, we're waiting for the realism mod to be updated so I can take all of that £14.4 million through to the next season to add to that budget. And I'm away visiting family over the weekend as well. So that's why there's a bit of a gap between this video and Season 4 starting. But Season 4, again, will start on Sunday. If anything changes, I'll be sure to let you know on social media, so follow me on Twitter if you don't already. Manager rating is 71. We didn't concentrate on youth academy stuff, but I'm not that bothered by that. Brand exposure, we did both. Financially, no objectives. We did do well in the Premier League. We finished mid-table. We finished in 11th. Would have liked to have finished top half of the table, but it just didn't quite go our way, did it? And unfortunately, imagine if we managed to hold Burnley to a point. We played Burnley yesterday and we lost to them with 2 minutes to go. If we'd have held on to that result, we would have finished above them. Oh, God, that was infuriating. Even more so now, I've just realised it. We didn't do the job in the FA Cup. We haven't had a good FA Cup run ever in this save, unfortunately. Maybe next year is the year. We'll wait and see. With regards to the squad, there will be significant changes next season. Significant changes. Engel's up 3 to 76. I'm very pleased with him. He'll continue on. Gazaniga's actually up to 80. So his valuation will go up and we will sell him next season. Add to the transfer list. James Miller will become my backup goalkeeper. He's grown by 4 this year as well. Up to 73. Danny Rose down by 1. We'll probably sell Danny Rose next year and look to buy another left back. Malasia's up by 3. He's been growing really well and actually performing very well too. Very pleased with him. Bradley Price is 5'8". Good acceleration, but needs more of the training. Elliot Price is our 6'7" left back that has good physical stats, but is probably better suited to, although to be fair, acceleration 79, sprint speed 80 now. He might be decent at left back. He's getting quicker, although he's got 82 jumping, so maybe he should be used as centre back. And speaking of young centre backs, I'll show you my, he's got 4-star skills too. I'll show you someone in my youth squad that looks very, very good, or could be very, very good. Stroke is another player that is just out on loan and will be left out on loan or sold. Isaac Price, a centre back with 5-star skills, just as well. So my goalkeeper has 5-star skills as well. 65 rated for him. Looks okay physically. Technically, obviously, still needs improvement, but we have numbers. Also at centre-back, Joe Riedewald, no growth for him, but no decline. Actually, a little bit of growth. Just 1. His defensive awareness went up 1. He played a number of games, though, for me this year. 14. I thought he played more than that. Again, we signed him as a squad player. He's continued as a squad player. He's solid when called upon. And Kulu was a good signing for us. No decline for him this season, which is good. And he played well. I'm really pleased with him. Ben White is up 3. He continues to grow really well. Hands down, our best defender. And I'm so glad you guys asked me to buy him at the end of Season 1. Fredericks, might be time for him to move on. I'm unsure at this stage. Pedro Porro came in on loan and has been really good. I am open to buying him if we can afford him. Calvin Phillips looks like he's growing well. He hasn't played as much as last season because of the introduction of Rajan Angolan, but he's growing still really well. If I can continue to get his short passing up and for him to generally be that little bit better on the ball, then he could still force his way into the starting lineup permanently. Forshaw's leaving us. He's going to Cardiff. Jamie Shackleton up 1 to 78. Really pleased with Jamie Shackleton this year. 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 goal contributions in 35 games is decent from midfield. Not amazing, but still decent. James Milner down 1 to 77. We'll probably let James retire at the club. Be nice to have him in the squad still. Tyler Roberts up 3 to 80. A quieter season for him this year. 5 goals, 1 assist in 35 games. A much quieter season for him, although he was played out wide rather than central. We have to bear that in mind. But he's going to be very good for us moving forward, hopefully still. Razan Angolan, I thought he was solid. Really good performer. 4 assists, average rating of 7. He's declining slightly in some of his stats, physically and technically, but still a good squad player. I might be open to selling him on, but it depends what our budget is next year. Of course, we've got James Ward-Prowse coming in next season, so we have to bear that in mind. Bagouche is average. Jack Clark, he's decent still, growing nicely. We're still training him, of course. 1 goal this season. That came in today's episode. Or was it yesterday's? In one of the last 2, I lose track. Everything blows into another. Jared Bowen, he had another good season for us. 9 goals, 10 in all comps, whether that came in pre-season, and 4 assists. Really pleased with Jared Bowen. Still unsure whether we'll sell him or keep him. You guys will have the opportunity to decide upon that in episode 1 of season 4. Pablo Hernandez, 37 years of age. I think his contract's still... Yeah, he's still got a year left. He's probably going to retire at the end of next season. I mean, we're just letting him retire, basically. He's 70 rated. He's 37. Just waiting for him to retire. Tyler Wright, up 3 out on loan. Is that Sion? Zurich. FC Zurich. Physically growing really nicely. Technically, a little bit. We'll wait and see what happens with him. 2-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Ryan Kent, probably going to sell him on. I've been underwhelmed by Ryan Kent. Really underwhelmed. Joel Morris, 4-star skills for him. He's got the potential to get up into the low 90s, but we'll wait and see how he progresses. Adama Traore. He's so hit and miss and so inconsistent, but he has had a number of goals and assists, and that pace is just too hard to ignore with the strength alongside it as well. Jean-Kevin Augustin, up 2 to 81 for us this season. 13 goals, 6 assists, my highest goal scorer this year. He'll stay. Callum Wilson will be sold, and Divock Origi is joining us on a pre-contract next year. And Edmondson, out on loan at Barcelona, has grown by 3, didn't play a single game, not surprised. And with regards to that young guy that I was talking to you about, it's this guy, Brandon Cooper. He's 65 rated. He's 17. He's 6'4", but look at those physical stats. 99 strength, 90 jumping, 99 sprint speed. He's already phenomenal physically. Just needs the improvements technically, which are coming with training. So Brandon Cooper is looking like he could be an absolute worldie by the time he's improved technically. That's the sort of player I want for the road to glory with Cambridge later in the year. But that's where we'll leave this episode and this season. Season 4 will start on Sunday, as I say. So do make sure you follow me on the stream channel in the link down below. I will be streaming tonight, Wednesday, and maybe Thursday as well. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm away. And then I will see you here on the YouTube channel next on Sunday. Really looking forward to making significant improvements to the team and significant progression further up the table next season. Let's get some European football back at Leeds United so then we can go and sign Erling Braut Haaland. That is the plan. We'll wait and see if it comes to fruition. I'll see you next time.